to see you again.
Let's get a move on.
Disengaging weapons restrictions. Take care, Sam.
I'm Sam!
What's good, everyone? Okay. This is crazy, man. everyone. What's going on with everyone? Actually, I'm starting to like YouTube Live a little more. I think I like YouTube Live. Like if I'm going out and about, then I'll go on YouTube Live. If I'm just chilling in the house, then I'll go on stream.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route.
I don't know. There's a lot of things that I'm just debating around the game. There's a lot of shit that's going on. I can't really explain it. Just for many reasons, whether it be I'm not sure when a lot of people know about certain things, they kind of like kind of fucked up the things. Like if you like, this is why I tell you, if you have let's just say you accomplish something, even like a year, you obtain something that you always wanted, or you're about to, you got some good news. Never, you don't want to be around certain people, or you don't want to tell everybody the good news. Even after you happen, you don't want to tell them. Most people have negative feelings. You know, you go on YouTube and you see a lot of content creators who talk about how they can't afford food, gas prices, and society is not the same, and I'm depressed. We have a lot of those type of people in the world, and anytime you, not to say that this world is fucked up. You see my channel, I'm like one of the people that exposed to talk about it, but like I'm changing the way I look at it. And I'm realizing when you start succeeding in life, you don't want to tell your kids, because I have a lot of people watching my channel who are like this. They're just very weird. So I don't really want to
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
because a lot of those people, they're not ever going to experience success. If I hang around these people and talk to these people about my success or things that I'm trying to do to become successful,
Hi.
just
It's
them
full
knowing
charge.
and being in my energy field, it can thwart and kind of throw off what I'm trying to accomplish. This is why you want to be careful who you hang around. Not just because oh they don't think like you, but it's you don't want to be around them because they may have cursed energy. They may be doomed. Like somebody who's working at McDonald's and you say you think you're cool with them, but then you become successful in life and get a business or whatever, you accomplish. You got rid of a habit, which allows you to become more successful in other aspects in your life, you don't want to be around a person who still works at McDonald's who doesn't do shit, because now their negative energy is going to run off. Because remember, they have to experience negativity, they have to experience disappointment, they have to experience things not working out. So if things are working for you and you start hanging out with them, when you are with them, things will stop working for you. Because especially if you're really cool with them and you have a very good bond, because if you're successful, then that's going to mean they're going to be successful. So if they're not supposed to be successful and you're around them, then you're not going to be able to reach the ultimate success, like, because they're around you. Because remember, their prophecy, they have a self-fulfilling prophecy that life is horrible and there's no point of living and everything's expensive, and the wages don't pay enough. So that's their reality. So they're going to always experience situations where they don't have money. And you know how this plays out? This plays out in, because somebody who complains about, I don't have enough money, I'm always broke and the wages aren't enough. You got to look at it like this. It's not about having money or not having money. It's the principle. So somebody who's in a reality where I'm always broke, if they keep thinking that, it's not that they don't have money, because you could not have money like them. But if you don't think like that, you're going to have more money. And how this plays out is they have more desires than you. When you go to the restaurant, they want to order 3 items off the menu. You don't even want anything. So therefore, you save money. So in their reality, they have to go spend more money because they have to order 3 menu items. They have more desires. So it makes them go broke. Or you go to the GameStop, they want to buy 3 games. You don't even give a fuck about any of those games. You just want NBA 2K. So you end up only spending like $40. They end up spending like $200. Or maybe they can't even spend $200. So they're complaining, oh, I don't have money and everything's expensive. It's not really that it's expensive. It's just they have more desires. They have more, and it plays out. So now they're in more of a hell. So it's like you got to look at it from that perspective.
Hey, my name's Rob
It's
Owens.
not just oh, they don't have the money or they don't have. It's the principle behind it. Like, why do you want this shit? Do you have a goal and a purpose? Because if you have a goal and a purpose, you're not going to be worried about certain things, and then you'll be focused on the goal and the purpose, and all the things that other people complain about. By default, you will end up having that. You see, so you got to put yourself in a space where you're not around that negative energy. You're always focused on your goal and your purpose, whatever that is to you. I can't tell you. I'm not you.
This
but you guys know what I mean.
Everybody's memory from the past, and now you got these new kids. This new
That's why you do not want to be around negative people at all. There, you don't. That's gonna fuck you up. And it's good because a lot of negative people, they don't even like to be around people. They'll be like, oh, I'm introverted. I'm like, good. Stay the fuck far away from me. I'm not introverted. I'm not extroverted. I'm neither. So I'm not introverted. Sometimes I'm extroverted as fuck. Sometimes I'm introverted as fuck. It just depends on who you are, the situation, and how I'm feeling, and what it could do for me. If there's some money to be made, then I can be introverted. If there's no reason for me to talk to you and you're just wasting my time, then I'm gonna be introverted. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'll be extroverted if there's something that could benefit me, but I'm not gonna be extroverted just to be extroverted. I'm not gonna be introverted just to be introverted. It has to be a reason behind where I'm at. So I'm not extroverted. I'm not introverted. I'm neither of that shit. I can play the role, but I don't claim any of that shit. That's why I don't really want to like say certain things on here. Like, yeah. Like, I was talking bad about AI and all that shit. And I'm realizing, like, I was watching this guy's video and he's all talking about like how he can make a lot of money doing certain things with AI. And it made me kind of look like I don't want you guys to watch my channel and feel like you can't participate into something because, oh, that's part of the system, or I don't want you guys to watch. Do what is for you. Whatever you need to do. I'm not going to tell you guys don't get into AI. Maybe some you because in the future, right now there's people out here who are making money from it, and maybe that could be good for you. You have to figure it out. But don't let none of these people out here. They'll tell you, these spiritual people, oh, don't do this, don't do that. That's low vibrational. Like, shut the fuck up. Are they paying your bill? No, they're not paying your bill. Are they out here? They're not helping you do shit. They're out living their life, doing their thing. They don't give a fuck about it. So don't let anybody tell you what you should and can do. And you have people out here saying, oh, this person, he's selling drugs. First of all, why do you care if a motherfucker selling drugs? Are you going to pay his rent? If you're so mad about somebody selling drugs, why not get mad at the system that creates financial burdens on people to get some people to have to sell drugs? Because when your ass is out there working at McDonald's not making shit, no one's going to care. They'll laugh at you then. Like, I remember people would just talk about, oh, you live with your parents. And they'll sit there and say that to me. You live with your parents. But then when I was homeless, not living with my parents, motherfuckers either didn't say shit or give a fuck, or they'll say, oh, you're homeless. So it's like, at the end of the day, nigga, if you're living with your parents, nigga, at least you got parents that are alive, that are willing to let you live with you. Because when you homeless on the street, no one gives a fuck about it. Because I was homeless, no one cares about it. But let's just say you go live with your parents. Oh, you live with your parents, you're here, who gives a fuck, nigga? I don't give a shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, who cares? You just gotta do what the fuck you gotta do. Don't let anybody tell you shit. Don't tell how you make money. You say, oh, you don't need this, or you sell drugs and make money, or you scam people. Or is he scamming you? Shut the fuck up. Why not get upset at the... It's funny how they'll say, oh, this person steals or he scams. And then, what the fuck is the IRS?
Be on your guard.
How the hell did Governor Newsom and the fucking vice president and the president, how the fuck they get their money? Like, you really think that they actually do something to get money? And they'll say, well, Donald Trump, he owns the Trump Towers in Las Vegas. Shut the fuck up, bitch. How do you think he got the money? How do you think these billionaires get the money? When they have a startup business, like let's just say Beyond Meat or Toys R Us or some other company like Staples or whatever, McDonald's, they get credit. You think that they work for that money? They don't work for that money. They get credit. The credit is built off the labor of the people, so they drain the people, and then they get the money from the people and the labor, and then they invest it in businesses. So now you'll say, oh, they have this business, McDonald's makes billions of dollars. It's because of credit. They invest money into the business, and then the business makes them more money. But they wouldn't even be able to have that business if it wasn't for credit. So you get what I'm saying? So that's usual. They're able to type $500 million into the bank account of fucking Kroger supermarket. The person who owns Kroger, I need a $500 million credit loan so I can build 200 more Krogers in the eastern United States. The bank will let them have $500 million build 200 grocery stores. They just type it in. What do you think they get that money from? They get that money from the people. They're literally stealing from the people just to build their little stupid bullshit ass store. The bank allows it out. Let somebody go into a Kroger and steal some shit. They want to make you feel bad that, oh, you're stealing from this person, or this person's selling drugs. I'm not saying it's right, and I'm definitely not saying it's wrong. But shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I hate motherfuckers who try to kill you. Somehow you're the bad guy. Because you're not. Because I only go based off the spirit. If the spirit tells me something's bad, then I know something. When the spirit doesn't say something's bad or supports me when I'm doing, then I know that I'm good for it. Like, you're not gonna. I base my morals off the spirit. I don't base my morals, because when you base your morals off society, the system, you're basing your morals not on anything good. It's all about money. capitalism, the establishment, the corporation. So whatever is going to make the corporation make the highest amount of profit year over year, that's where the morals is shaped by. That's why they have religion and all this shit. Is they only care about the amount of money the corporation is bringing in. That's it. If they're able to make more money than last year, and to keep that going, that's it. And anything that slows that process down, they have to get rid of it. So that's what crime is. So when they arrest a criminal, it's not based upon, oh, we need to make society safer. It's based upon the fact that it's that criminal is making us make less money. So we need to take the criminal and make him our slave so we can make money through the prison system off him because he's making money off of us. Is that it's all really it's about. It's not about like not this, don't get me wrong. If you go to the average policeman or you go to the average person, they may say, well, I'm trying to help society. We need to stop crime and all. But that's not really what it's meant for. It's meant just to keep everybody in check and to make sure the corporation doesn't lose money. Because if everyone starts just crashing out, then the system isn't going to be running no more. Like they'll say, if everybody, like, I remember this one dude who's like, why can't I just sit home and just chill and play games? Like if everybody did that, then the system wouldn't run. If everybody sat home was lazy. But bitch, ain't everybody gonna do that. There's certain people like most people like going to work. Most people like being a slave. Why not just let people who want to be a slave, let them be a slave, and the people who want to be lazy, and let them be fucking lazy and just shut the fuck up and do whatever the fuck you want to do. They say, oh, if you steal from this store, they're gonna lose money. No, they're not. They're only gonna lose money if everybody steals from the store. If you go to Walmart right now, probably one out of every 100 people, probably one out of every 70 people steal. You know how much money they pull in every year? They said Walmart pulled in like,
Keep it up, Sam.
it was, I don't know how much it was. It was in the hundreds of billions, I think. 2024, I think it was like over 100 billion. They pulled in revenue. In 2024. Over $1 billion. You know how many people stole money from Walmart? How much they lost in terms of fraud and theft? Probably like $1 billion or $2 billion.
Looks
If
like
everyone
was
was stealing,
requested.
they would have
All
lost
that
way more
remains
than
now is to drop it off.
So who gives a fuck? It's not as bad as they think. It's just the people who are these corporations, they're very stingy and they're just very stingy. Like there's like a greedy ass Jew who will like kill their mother for a pity. Like that's how these people are. So they can't they see everything as like, oh, it's our money. We can't have so that's what it is. It has nothing to do with them actually losing money.
That's a close one.
And even if they were losing money, bitch, who gives a fuck, bitch? It ain't even your money. You kill Indians to even get that shit. So shut the fuck up. You better be happy with the money you do have, dumbass. And you should be lucky you're getting what you should be lucky you don't even have to work and you're able to at least live without having to pay for shit. Let alone complain that, oh, we didn't make as much money as we did last year. Then shut the fuck up. Stupid greedy ass fucking bastards. But like I said, I don't explain myself to them. Like I only talk like this all live stream. If I'm out in the real world, I don't talk like that. I have my own way I do things, and if you don't agree with it, I'ma just straight up let you know that you're a fucking idiot. I don't have to explain myself. This is why the way I talk to you guys, it'll give you guys the impression that I'm always out here talking. I'm not no revolutionary. Revolutionaries are fucking retarded. Because anybody who's a true revolutionary, I won't even call it revolutionary. You're not even doing anything that a revolutionary does. You're just doing your own thing with your own people and not minding any of this shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, because the system is gonna be here as long as people believe in it. So at this point, what you can do is just do your own thing with your own people, participate in the system because you have to at some degree, but participate it in a way that's the least amount of energy you're putting into it, and you're able to still do your own thing. So I'm not saying be completely away from it 100% because that's kind of impossible right now, but do your own thing with people that you fuck with. It's not about waking everyone up and doing all that and caring about it. Like, fuck all that shit. Most people are doomed. Most people, it's like their fate is already sealed. Like, you gotta look at people die every day. In 3 months from now, there's gonna be somebody who's alive now that is gonna die. It's never a situation where nobody dies or nothing negative happens. There's gonna be somebody who has something they lose. There's gonna be somebody who's in a relationship, they get divorced. There's always gonna be something that happens to an individual. So this is what I say, it's fate or seal. A lot of people have their fates, and it's not to say that they can't change it. It's most people don't want to change it because they see change as something that they don't need to do. So therefore, if you think change is something you don't need to do, then you think your fate is sealed. The worst hell to be in is to have the universe be whooping your ass and you think that it's not, that you don't have any part in it. That's the worst hell to be in. Somebody who's going through I don't care what happens to you, somebody who's going through the worst shit, and for them to think that you're not at fault. Because when you think, not to say that you're gonna give people respect and, oh, it's my fault. No, it's not even that. It could be somebody else's fault, but when you completely remove all fault from yourself and think that you're not the problem, by default, you're automatically telling yourself that there's no solution. So now you're forced to just be stuck in that shit. You can't change. No matter what you go through, don't you want to get it better? You can be going through the worst situation. Do you want to stay in that situation? Or do you want to get better? So when you admit that, okay, you have part in it, you can at least take steps to get better. When you get so lost in your trauma, your ego, and then you start to say, it's not my fault, it's the world. Fuck that. And then now you just give up and you don't do nothing. That's even worse. Not to say that you blame yourself and you give respect to the world. No, fuck the world. Fuck these bastards who, even the people who you feel wronged you, cuss them out. But in the process, heal yourself. Do your own thing. To the eventually, you don't even need to do it no more. Like I used to say in my videos a couple years ago, when part of the healing process is cussing motherfuckers out. Like they'll tell you, take responsibility. Part of taking responsibility is not only taking responsibility, but cussing the people out who you think disrespected you. So it's somebody. Let's just say somebody kicked you out their house because you weren't working. Somebody will say, well, you need to take responsibility because if you were to get your shit together, they wouldn't have kicked you out. You would have needed them. That's right. So the way I say it is, get your shit together, get into a point where you don't need them, and when you get into a better situation, be like, fuck you, bitch, for kicking me out of your fucking house, you stupid bitch. You see what I'm saying? So you're killing two birds with one stone. You're dealing with your shit, handling your shit, getting into a better position, and you're still able to get your anger off and be like, fuck you. But I'm not saying for you to blame them and just be broke and homeless your whole life and blame them. Oh, the reason I'm homeless is because they kicked me out the house. No, that's not the reason. Because you have a right, you have a chance, you have the opportunity to better yourself, to be in a better situation than them. You get what I'm saying? So always want to look at it like I have fault in it, but not like it's my fault, but I have fault because if I didn't have fault, that means there would be no way for me to get out of this situation. But since I do have fault, that means I have the opportunity and there's a chance for me to get out of this situation. Shout out to Zach. Yeah, I was good with it. Shout out to my nigga Zach. This is one of the first dudes that I seen on YouTube back in 2013. Check out his channel. One of the most realest people on here that I fuck with on my channel. And if you have a problem with him, you got a problem with me. So, like, it's funny because I met I'm gonna get to your comment, but I met people all on YouTube after I met, and like all the years I've been on YouTube from 2013. Me and him, we kind of fell out because I was saying some disrespectful shit. I was drinking, doing my thing. I was just in a different mindset. A lot of it had to do with drugs and alcohol. And I would say stuff, so we had a little falling out. And it's funny that all the people I met, like 99% of the people I met since then were all fake. I met a few cool real people on there. Shout out to Jay Vass and the other people that you guys see. But most people just fake. And when I look back, I'm like, all the real people was back in the day. Like back in when we had the social anxiety community, that's where all the real people was. But I looked at it like, oh, it wasn't spiritual, so they weren't real. And like I wasn't caught in that spiritual shit. And nothing wrong with spirituality, but I look at reality. Reality is spiritual. And who's on your frequency and what are you doing physically and how to overcome stuff. That's spiritual. I don't look at chakras and astrology and all of that shit. I'm not saying it's not useful, but what I'm saying is when you just look at that as spirituality, that's where you see a lot of trauma, a lot of problems, because majority of people who cling on to chakras and crystals and astrology, not to say that that's bad, but a lot of people who cling on to that have trauma and mental illness. This is why I don't deal with women who are into spirituality very, very heavily, because 9 out of 10 times they have a lot of mental trauma. These are the type of bitches I'll say, oh, I'm psychic. Don't lie to me. Well, bitch, if you psychic, then why the fuck didn't you just know what you think I'm lying to you about and leave me? Because I am lying to you. You should already know. Or how about, like, it's just weird. Like, they'll say weird shit like that, these females. So that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck out of here. Like, that's why I don't deal with a lot of these bitches who are into spirituality and tarot and all that, because they be very heavily traumatized. They be the type of female who they think you're cheating, pull a fucking tarot card on you, thinking, oh, is he cheating? And since they're so mentally traumatized, they will automatically read the tarot deck and they will manifest a tarot reading that I'm cheating, because that's what they believe. And then they'll end up taking it to a whole nother level where they don't need to take it, because that's how retarded these women are. They're fucking lost. Not all women, but like this is why I don't deal with anybody in general that's too heavily into spirituality. Because to be honest, to be spiritual in 2026, for most people, that's another word of they have mental illness, because you don't get into spirituality unless you've been through a lot of trauma. And if you don't believe me, this is why they use the term dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul is a Masonic term that is made up. Dark night of the soul in layman's terms, or just to be real with you guys, is I've been through trauma and I haven't healed yet. So I have to use the word dark night. No, bitch, you didn't go through dark night of the soul. You just gone through trauma, just like everybody else. You just are using your trauma to piggyback and say that I'm spiritual. I got crystals. I'm into astrology, which is like, no, that's not how it is, bitch. You got trauma, you need to heal. You overcoming that is spirituality, not you saying you're traumatized, then getting into spirituality and trauma bonding and not dealing with it, but using everything like a crutch. Oh, I'm into astrology. I'm a chosen one, so I'm better than everyone. But yet you still got a name tag and you work at Burger King. Not to say there's anything wrong with that, but it's like, how are you better, but you're not a representation of it? But it's like, I've been honest, I've been battling with a lot of past traumas. The truth is they're all just in my head, just ghosts trying to haunt me. I'm trying to, this new month off clean cutting out the lust in them. Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. Just that is spirituality. Cutting out desires, cutting out stuff like that. And when you cut that out and you get rid of it, then you notice your awareness expands. You're all that, oh, I'm enlightened, I'm awakened. All of that is a default and a byproduct of you overcoming the demons, such as lust and the booze and whatever it is. Once you overcome that, that is enlightenment. That's awareness, because you're gonna notice your mind thinks different. You perceive things different. You attract different situations. That's the true enlightenment. Overcoming desires, habits, negative situations that we all have to do, aka facing our demons. Overcoming that, then as a result, when you overcome that, it opens up a new awareness perspective. That's the enlightenment. And it's an ongoing process. That's not, it never ends, but you at least reach a certain base point where it's a new level, and then you can actually get shit done in your life. And then from there may be other issues you got to deal with, but you overcame a battle, and it keeps going. But you're an example of a real person, own up to your problem, just like I do. We're brothers in true spirit. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying. Like, shout out to Zach Yow. Like I met this dude like back in the day, 2013. I remember I watched a video about it. He was talking a video about social anxiety. This is before I even made a video. I seen this video. I was like, I'm gonna go make a video. I made a video. I remember I hit him up. He gave me a shout out on my channel. My channel got up and he got views. He made a fucking Facebook group. It was called Zach Pack.
Thank you.
Something. And it got like before it got shut down, because what happened was it got up and then I think he left the group. I left the group and then somebody else had it and then they fucked it up and then the group got terminated. I don't know how it got terminated, but we left the group before it got terminated. But before it got terminated, it was like at least I think it was over 10,000 people in that group. Like it was a growing group. Like if that group was still active today, it would have been hella big. Because I see Facebook groups and they be active since like 2010, 11. So we could have still kept that thing active. It would have been big and we could have brought this, but it is what it is. Like everything happens for a reason. But I remember, and it was his group that he's the one who started the idea and created it. And it got big, and then other people had like control because he didn't give a fuck about the group. I can tell. He just was like whatever, and then other people had it, and then he got ran to the ground. I don't know how, but I just remember somebody told me it wasn't there no more. But yeah, we go way back in like 2013. That's the first time. It was July 2013. It was the first YouTube video I ever made. And it was right after I had seen his video. And then I made it, and then that's where we went from there. And then that group we made was like in 2014. I remember that year we were doing our thing, and then, yeah. And I got into the spiritual community in 2018. That's when I started doing spiritual videos. It was 2018. No, late 2017.
Chiral creatures can travel in groups
And then
of several
2018, which is good. I met a lot of good people in there. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like there was a few people I met that were just weird as fuck. Like this one weird ass nigga. Like he was talk about all this spiritual shit and astrology. He comes fucking from the Bay Area because I was in California. He comes from the Bay Area. Mind you, he hit me up. I didn't hit him up. Oh, let's hang out. I'm gonna take you out to eat, whatever. I was like, all right, whatever. He came down and just took me. He's the one who hit me up. We went out to he came out 3 different times. We went out, he just bought me food and whatever. And then he's like, oh, I'm gonna let you have a car. I have an extra car. It was like an old car that he was gonna sell. And then I was like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, do you have a car? He never responded, never hit me back up. And I never said anything negative. Just straight ghosted. And I was like, I don't really care. Like, I'm not like I need your car. I got my own car. I was able to do my own. But people just be on the like, why would you tell somebody that you have a car and you gotta give them a car and you just all of a sudden just double down? Not that I gave a fuck, but it was the principle of it. Because I like now you see it now I got my own car and it's a better car than he got. So, and I didn't have to probably work a fucking shitty construction job like he did just to get the car. So the universe worked out for me. So if I'm ever around Joe, yeah, for sure, for real. Yeah, when I was driving to Georgia from California, I went through Texas, but I was at the north part of Texas. I think you live like hella far. It would have been like 6 hours from where I was at, because I was at the very tip top. I forgot the name of the city. But yeah, because I stopped by Rutgers and got gas. But yeah, like I went through Texas, but I think it was far where you were at when I came down here last year. But yeah, if you ever around, yeah, we can do meet up and shit, hang around. Because Texas is not too far from Georgia, to be honest. It's like right around the corner. To be honest, it's really not that far. Because in California, from where I stayed at, just to go to LA is like 6 hours. But I drove there numerous times and it was nothing. California's a big state, but out here it's like you can go to another state like in 2 hours. Because it's more smaller out here. I mean, thinking I could probably go like to New Orleans in like 4 hours. Probably Texas is kind of like 9 hours. It's really not far. So yeah, one day we can try to set something up. Yeah, that'd be what's up. That's what I'm gonna start doing this year. Just start going out and doing a lot more. I've been making a lot of live streams on the house. I'm trying to just be out and about and do a lot more. I'm trying to just stay in my room doing shit. I just like to show you guys what I'm doing. Yeah, for real. Yeah, we known each other for a minute. To be honest, like I think like he's like the first person I met on here on YouTube. To be honest, like somebody I'm like cool and chill. So it's like we go way back. Yeah, we go way back. Yep. And it's weird because like even that whole group we had, man, like this is why. So I hate the way YouTube is now and social media. And I don't want to just blame YouTube and social media. I think it's something else, like a lot of the programming and maybe the shift we're in astrology. But back in the day, it was so like we had that whole group going on and everybody was vibing. We had like literally like probably like over 10, 20 people. And then not to mention we had the other group and then we had our channel. Everything seemed more, it was like a community. And it was like everybody was transparent and it was like a community and it was just so chill. Like nowadays it seems like you can't even build that much. Like I feel like I took that shit for granted because I like nowadays like you can't really build nothing like that. It's very hard. Not to say you can't, but nowadays like so many people have their own ego, their own trauma, their own mental illness, and then you got social media and how everybody's trying to impress the algorithm. So it's like people don't love themselves no more. They feel like if they're not like this person, I'm not nobody. So everybody acts fake while at the same time try to pretend like they're an individual. It's like, nah, cut the bullshit. You're not an individual. You just want to be like somebody. They'll act like, oh, we're different. Like back in the day, you remember they had the cool kids and then the nerds and everybody wanted to be a part of the cool kids. Nowadays, you see Gen Z, they'll try to play it off like, oh, we're not part of the cool kids, we're our own self, but then they'll still try to shun people who don't think that. But then it's just differently, like it's still that cool kid, but it's differently, but people try to act like it's not the same thing, but it's like, yeah, nature's trying to stop humans from creating tribes to rise above. Not what's about to come. Exactly, like, the way I see it, I don't even like to give the Matrix any credit, like, because you said what's about to come. To be honest, I'm at a point right now where I don't even think the government, the Matrix, or the system, I don't even think they even know what's about to come. I honestly believe that they're just winging it, and they're using the program of doomsday and what's about to come and be prepared. They're using that to keep people in check. They don't even know what the fuck's going on. We're in a spiritual shift right now. So this spiritual, anytime we go through a spiritual shift, everybody is kind of at a standstill and lost. Even the government. But the government needs to make you think that they have it all together. So this is what I like to say. What's about to come, and the dark winter, and be prepared. They don't even know what's gonna happen. They don't even know. Because if they did, it's like they wouldn't be doing the things that they're doing. Like, if you even look at the way the news, the government, a lot of the shit they do, you can tell like it's done on the whim. Like they're winging it. They're not even really knowing it. They're trying to see what sticks, because you got to understand like what the government does, or the system, they watch social media. They collect data through our videos and through AI. So they use AI and they watch videos like us, and it based upon how our emotional outlook and sentiment is about certain topics and life, then that's what they do. So like, for example, like if everybody starts talking about a certain topic, then you'll see the government start talking about it, because they're trying to like control the mind. So they have to watch us to know what their next move is. So it makes them look like that they're in control, whereas like they don't even know what's going on. Because you gotta understand, if the government has so much power, why didn't everybody get the thing? The JAB, I want to say, remember that 21 and the mask? They couldn't even, most people didn't even want to wear a mask. But the government's so powerful, they're so strong. How come they couldn't get everybody to wear a mask? Why can't they get everyone? So it shows you that they don't have the control. Like, even when it comes to the Hollywood movies, nobody cares about the movies that they make. They can't make another
Like, even if they make another Matrix movie, it's never going to be as popular as the first one. They make another Lord of the Rings movie, it's never going to be as good as the first one. Make another Star Wars, it's never, because they can't do it like they did it before because we're in a new ship. So their energy is just like they can't create like let's say Sonic, Star Wars, Matrix. What are the big blockbuster movies? Bad Boys. Any movie that you can name, Friday, the big movie. Why can't they create a new type of movie or a new type of game? Like they made Halo. Why don't they make a new game that's not called Halo, but it has the same type of popularity as Halo? Or make a new movie that's not called Matrix, but it's the same popularity as the Matrix as it was in 2001 when they released it, or 1999. They can't do it because, like, even when it comes to horror movies, they had Freddy vs. Jason. They had Freddy movies back in the 80s. Everyone loved Freddy movies. Everyone loved Jason. But why can't they make a new horror movie villain that's not Freddy or Jason that people love? It's because they don't have control over people's minds like they did, because we're in a different shit. So this is why I say the government, they don't know what the fuck to do. That's why every movie they make now, it's not as good, it doesn't hit the same. Every music they make, it doesn't hit the same. They're losing energy. Yeah, everyone confused. Fear and uncertainty. That's all it really is. Because everything's projection. They're in fear and they're in uncertainty. They don't know what the fuck to do. That's why their system is collapsing. Even their economy, everything. Like, they can't even get Gen Z motivated to want to go to work. If you have a system like they do, you would think they will want to motivate people to go to work. But they can't even do that. So it's like, it shows you. It's crazy. Hollywood just keeps repeating themselves. People rename the same fucking shit. Exactly, it's the same thing. They have to keep doing the same movie. Like, make another type of movie that, like, makes something new. Why you gotta keep bringing this? How many Sonic movies are we to have? How many Matrix movies are we to have? Like, people are tired of this shit. Like, don't get me wrong, it was good like 10 years ago when they made another one. But, okay, eventually it's like, you're gonna make Freddy vs. Jason 29? Like, how many reiterations, even with video games, how many times are you gonna do a remaster? A definitive edition? Like, just do something brand new, but then it's like, they can't because their economy, because it costs money to make something good. And a lot of these companies, they're too scared, or I don't know what it is, or they're either too scared or they're too cheap to spend the money, because they're scared that if they spend that much money to make something new, nobody will like it, and then it will be a flop, and then they wasted money, or I don't know what it is, but it's crazy. Even with the video games, it's like the video games, they don't even release video games like they used to. Like, any of you guys who play like PS5, Xbox, they don't even release games no more like that, like they did. And they're raising the prices. They just raised the PS5 to like $900. Fucking retarded. And I have a PS5, and literally, like, the last few weeks, I'm like, this shit is boring. There's no games to play. The games are lame, and they make it where you have to have a PS4 to play. Like, because a lot of games that I want to play, like on PS4, PS3, or sorry, you have to get a PC, or you have to get an old console to play it, or you have to get a PC and get an emulator. They don't have it on like PS5, which is dumb because they're losing money. Because there's a lot of games I would play, but you can't play it on PS5 because it's retarded. So it's like, there's nothing to play really.
Sam,
like, their shit is just...
This order calls for the delivery of some specialized medical equipment. West Fort Knott is the
For real, they do. And the
with
thing
the
is, though, it's funny. He said they just want to watch the refurbished shit. But if you think about it, eventually it's not going to work, because who are they going to be entertaining? Like, for example, they released another Toy Story. They released a Super Mario movie. But look at it. Who's going to really watch Toy Story and Super Mario? Toy Story and Super Mario was for kids, right? But if you release Toy Story in 2026, the average person is going to be my age who's going to watch it. No Gen Alpha, no kid that's 8 years old or in high school gives a fuck about Mario or Toy Story, because you got to understand, like, we're getting older, so a lot of these old movies, Sonic and Toy Story, that appeals to millennials, people who grew up watching it. So I was a kid in the 90s, so I played Sonic. That was the first game I played. I don't really like Sonic really, but that's one of the games I played. So I grew up around that shit. So somebody around my age is going to be interested in Sonic compared to a 10-year-old. A 10-year-old is going to be like, who the fuck is Sonic? And if they do know about it, it's because their parents, who are millennials, brought them into it. Like, so eventually they're not going to be able to keep doing, they're not going to be able to keep rehashing these movies, because the audience that those movies appeal to are going to get older. And the younger generation, especially a kid who's born now, let's just say in 10 years from now, a 10-year-old in 10 years from now, so somebody being born in 2026 is not going to know what the fuck Mario is. So they're going to have to make something different, because they're like, I don't want to watch this shit. Just like a lot of you guys, we look at old cartoons or old shit from like the 60s, that's just lame. So it's like the creativity, they're going to have to switch it up, because it's not going to appease to the audience that they're trying to see. So kids movies are going to have to be different types of movies compared to now, because a kid in the future is not going to watch the same shit. So it's like, it's kind of weird. I don't see how they keep releasing these damn movies like Toy Story. Most of the people who are going to watch the new Toy Story that comes out this year is going to be millennials my age, maybe a few kids. And if it is kids, their parents who are millennials are going to bring them to the movies. It ain't going to be no kid, oh, watch Toy Story. It's mainly going to be grown-ass adults who are going to want to watch it to pick up the nostalgia. So kids movies aren't even really kids movies, because they keep rehashing it. They're not like making new, they call it IPs. That's what they call it in the video game. Like it's like just like you have Sonic, you have Mario, you have Shrek. Those are IPs. Like, they're different like characters or different movies or creative things that they make. So it's like they're gonna have to make different IPs in the future. So it's like, I don't get how they're gonna keep that shit up. If you want to watch something old and classic, then I watch the old. Oh yeah, I already read that one. When I worked at the movie theater in my town, we would all talk about how support independent video games. They were gonna exactly. I support independent filmmakers and video game creators. That's what we're gonna get. Exactly. They need to make it where, like, even if they're gonna use the old stuff. Remember how they have fan fiction? At least let fan fiction be like, if you're gonna make a big Batman movie, let the fans create. Like, if they're gonna release another Super Marvel movie, a Superman movie, or a Marvel, if they want to make it good, let the fans create it. Make it become fan fiction. So make fan fiction become the main thing. So be like anybody for our next Marvel movie, whoever get the people who are the diehard fans who've been it from day one, let them make the movie, and let them like meet up with other people who are diehard fans, and make the movie the way the fans want to make it. That's how they're gonna make money. But Hollywood, I don't know if they're stupid or they're in their ego, and they just have to have it their way. I don't know what it is, but they will never do that. They're gonna just go get the movie, make another one. It's gonna have a bunch of stupid ass Masonic symbolism. It's gonna be about shit nobody wants to hear about. It's gonna be about dumbass moral fucking programs that they're trying to implement to try to get people to think a certain way. Then the movie's gonna flop because nobody wants to be programmed and see this bullshit. And it's not even about the superhero. It's not about the main movie that everybody went to the movie to see. It's about some other shit, and they're just using the character as like a money pit, or as a money grab, or a cash cow. Or let's just put Batman in it and everyone's gonna go watch it because it's Batman, but let's put our Masonic symbolism and let's make the story completely fucking retarded. That's exactly what they do with every movie now. They're just using the character as a cash cow to get people to go into the movie to watch it and pay money. But the movie ain't even about the original character. Like it's trash. Like I don't. That's why I don't even watch like because I used to watch those movies. They were kind of good back in the day. But nowadays it's like everything is just you can tell they're trying so hard. It's ridiculous. What's good, Mysterio? I remember playing Sonic as well back in the 90s as well, Mario. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Yeah. Crash Bandicoot, everything. They'll never make a good Crash Bandicoot like that. They made the last one they released wasn't bad. That was one of the things they did. They didn't fuck up. They kept it like it was. But most of the shit like is crazy. And the way I look at it, at this point, they maybe because maybe they need to just let AI make movies. Like I'm pretty sure if you let AI make like they could because they have AI where you can just type up a movie, type up a script, and writing in a machine, and then the AI will create it. They have that, but they don't want to release it because if they release it, it's gonna put a lot of directors, a lot of actors, it's gonna put them out of business. So they're gonna be releasing it probably eventually, but they're trying to do it in a certain way because if they release that type of AI technology where you just type in a thing, there'll be no reason to even for Hollywood to exist, and they'll put Hollywood out of business because they have the technology where you can just have the AI create the video game, create the movie, and they're gonna have to do that because it costs so much money to make. Like for example, the video game industry is so fucked up right now. It's like there's no games to play. And in a way, I kind of understand because it takes so much time, money, and energy to make a game. It takes like at least 5 years minimum to make a good AAA game, probably 3-5 years, and it takes hundreds of millions of dollars, especially with this new technology, like with the PS5, and they have Unreal Engine, and they have all of these engines and all these high-end gaming PCs. It takes a lot of money to make a good game. So a lot of developers they don't want to invest the money just for it to flop because if the game doesn't sell good, then they can go bankrupt. So I can kind of see why they don't make games because it costs a lot of money. But it's like if that's a problem, why not just scale up AI to make the games? So it will save money. You don't have to pay developers. The game will be cheaper. They'll be able to sell the games for cheaper, probably, unless they're just trying to be greedy. And the games will be done very quickly. So they'll be able to create a game that takes 8 years, probably in less than a year. And the game will actually be good quality. And they won't have to spend money on paying developers, paying all these artists, these game artists and game designers. So it will save money. So the game will be cheaper. They could sell the game for like $20 instead of having to be like 60 or 80. You see, and then there'll be more games. So they can release like 200 games a year with the same quality as like the highest selling AAA game and release dozens of them every year. So why won't they do that? Like it makes more sense because if they don't, then it leads to a situation like there's no games to play and it's like everything is trash. Even the games they do release, they're very short and they're not that much content because and then people say this game is short, only 8 hours, but it took the developers so much longer because of the technology. And then even when they make the games, they don't even run good because the console is not as they don't optimize it because all of that shit takes money and time. So then they don't optimize it, so the game doesn't run smooth, and even though it's supposed to because it's like it's retarded. They need to create characters for this new generation, not cram down old ones from our childhood. Exactly. It's like stupid. The grandma. Yeah, fan films, they'll probably actually start making money. I don't even think it's about the money because it's not rocket science. It's like, why won't they just? It's like it's not that hard to make something good. The people will only buy what they want. Let the people be able to decide how the film is. Like especially people who are diehard fans of the genre. Like you would think, because so if you spend $300 million on a project, you know you're gonna recoup that money. But I don't know, man. I don't know if they're stupid or it's in their ego or I literally don't know. I think it's their I don't think it's the ego because isn't it about money? You gotta make money, but so I think it's just they're stupid. Like they probably think they could do it better, or they probably think the stuff that they release is good. So they're like, "What's wrong? Our thing is good." It's like, nah, it's not. Yeah, for real. They do. Like they use less money, and the game is a lot better. Don't get me wrong. There are some good AAA games. It's not that AAA games or the mainstream games are bad. It's just the ones that they're releasing now are bad because they're cutting down the budget. But like if you get a good AAA game, like the ones they used to make, they're very good. Like
Thank you.
they're good. Like they're not bad. It's just nowadays they have to it's just with everything in life. The food, the quality goes down. You go on on an airplane, the quality is down. Everything's smaller and cramped. They don't even give you peanuts like they used to. Like they give you a free bag of peanuts. Now it's like they stingy with that shit. You fucking whatever you get in life, the new vehicles or shit. You go fucking get a box of cereal. Not only is the cereal shit, the box that the cereal comes in is thinner. It's like they're getting cheap with every fucking thing. Like literally everything. It's crazy. That's why I honestly think I don't think it has. I'm not sure. Like me, this is just my theory and my opinion. I could be wrong, but I honestly think that the resources of the land they're not able to produce and harness the resources like that. I think the resources of the land, the fruit, vegetables, the cotton, the textile, everything is becoming weaker, isn't the same quality. So when you grow a fruit, it's not the same as when you grew a fruit 20 years ago. I think that's part of the reason why the quality of stuff is going down. I don't think it's just because of money and the inflation. I think part of it is, this is my theory, I think part of it is the resource of the land is getting weaker. Like the land isn't the same quality because they're plowing the land and abusing it so much. So when they grow something, it doesn't come out the same. So therefore they have to make the quality of shit, like, because if you notice the quality of everything is down. But where does everything come from? It comes from the ground. They grow cotton for clothes, food to eat, even like the shit in the car, metals they get from the ground. All that comes from the ground. And I'm thinking the resources of the land is not the same quality. So therefore it's affecting the quality of things. This is my theory. I can be wrong, but I'm thinking it has to do with that. I don't think it's just them doing it to save money. Maybe in a certain way they are, but I think it's a lot more to it that they don't tell people. He's like, fellas, I'm out. Oh, for sure. All right then, man. Peace out. Yeah, shout out to Join one of the lives one day when I'm on live stream. Just let me know whenever and we can get you in here. Yeah, shout out to Mysterio. What's good? Oh, you retracted your message? Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm working this night. If I keep on getting haters, authority looking at me weird. Is that a spiritual sign? Don't even think too much of it. That has nothing to do with you. It ain't spiritual. You know what that is? It's just a motherfucker. Whoever looked at you, they just going through their own mental illness and they're trying to project it onto you. That has nothing to do with you. You can't control how somebody looks at you. If somebody wants to look at you with a stank ass face, that's their own damn business. That's their own damn problem. It has nothing to do with you. Don't spend any moment of your time trying to figure out why they did that. It doesn't matter why they did that. Because once you do, they don't even know why they did that. These are miserable people. A miserable person doesn't even know why they're miserable. They think it's because, oh, I'm broke or I have to work at this job. No, they miserable because they just a miserable person and they lack the work ethic to better their own life, but they don't know that. So they have a very angry, miserable attitude and they project. And they don't know why, but the real reason is because they lack the proper healing, they lack the proper responsibility, they lack the tools that we all have, but they don't use the tools to better themselves. So therefore, they're gonna project their own pain onto you, and they don't even know it. So that's why it has nothing to do with no spiritual side or nothing. Like no disrespect to Mysterio. Shout out to Mysterio. I'm not talking like people. This is why a lot of people in the spiritual community, I call mentally ill, because they'll be like, this is a spiritual sign. Like I was talking about earlier, a lot of these bitches would be like Jay Bass, he was dealing with some bitch on YouTube, right? And she said, don't lie to me, I'm psychic. And I told him, I'm like, any bitch that tells you that she's psychic, run far away. Anybody that tells you that they're psychic has a mental illness. Like, you mean to tell me you're psychic, but you couldn't tell me that Donald Trump was gonna raise tariffs? You couldn't tell me that to short Bitcoin back in October, $20,000, and I'll be up almost a million. So if you're psychic, you should have told me to short Bitcoin stock back in October 2025 when it was at 120,000. You should have told me to short it 50 bands. I would have been up $1 million right now. You stupid bitch. You're not psychic. Shut your ass up. You're not psychic. You talk about you psychic, but yet you're only psychic to stupid shit. You're only psychic to some stranger you met on the internet. And if you cheat on me, I know that you cheated on me because I'm psychic, but I'm not able to use my psychic ability to make myself a millionaire. Get your ass out of here. You're not psychic, bitch. You're mentally ill. That's why all these bitches who talk about spirituality and it's a spiritual sign, and not to say that there isn't spiritual signs, but when you see a spiritual sign, you know what it is. If you have to keep thinking about it and saying it, or you have to think, is it a spiritual? It ain't no spiritual sign. It's just not. Like, shit can happen. 9 to 5 bullshit being a demon. Exactly, but shit. We gotta do what we have to do sometimes. And I don't even like to use that word, because sometimes people be doing things they think they have to do, but they don't. Not to say that you don't have to be there. I don't know. I can't tell you. Like, you'll have other spiritualists that tell you, well, you have to work that 9 to 5 and do it. I'm not here to tell you have to, if you don't have to. I don't know. I don't know your situation. I'm not there. I don't know. So I'm not gonna tell you, well, you have to do what you gotta do, or I don't know. Maybe you do have to do it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just think you have to figure it out. I don't know. I can only lead you to the door. I can't open the door. Once you see all these other people on here, well, you have to work that 9 to 5, and you don't even know this guy. You don't know his life. You haven't been there. I don't know Mr. I'm not in this life, so who am I to tell him he needs to work a 9 to 5? So that's why I don't want to say, we gotta do what we gotta do. Because I was gonna say that, but I don't even know his situation. Maybe he does have to do it. Maybe he doesn't. But only he can figure it out. But I can tell him knowledge, information, certain things that can probably guide him to make him think, okay, maybe I do or I don't. And come to his own conclusion. But who am I to say he needs to do anything? I don't know. It's like somebody would tell me how to make my money. I don't tell nobody how to make money or how they should really make money. I'm not against what they're not. I'm not for it. I'm neutral. If you feel like you need to do that, then do that. If you feel like there's other ways, then do that. But at the end of the day, I worked a 9 to 5 before. It was a point. I worked a 9 to 5. It just never worked out for me. Not to say I'll never work a 9 to 5. If the spirit tells me work this 9 to 5, then I'll do it. But I will only do it if the spirit lets me know, and life lets me know. Now, and I don't mean the external world, like, I'm homeless, I gotta work. That's not enough for me. The spirit has to know more, so I can be homeless and still not working. But if the spirit says, okay, you're homeless for too long, or maybe you may need to get this job, then I will go and I'll go work. But I know it's because of my purpose. So I'm not like, I'll never do whatever happens. And the way I look at it, from this point in my life, if you guys ever see me working on that, that means I fucked up.
so glad that we were able
So
to save
let's just
that
say 2 years from
kangaroo's
now,
life.
and I'm working a 9 to 5.
It's
Because anything
easy
can
to
happen.
forget that
For
humans
anyone.
aren't the only
Let's just say you guys
creatures
see me in 2
affected by
years from now
Death
working a 9 to
Stranding.
5. Don't look at it like
Protecting our
that's a
remaining
good thing.
wildlife
You should look at it
isn't
like,
just
a
the
no
right
thing.
thing
You
to
done fucked
do.
up.
It can also
You
help
done
us to
fucked
better
up, nigga.
understand how the
That's why you
environment
gotta
is
resume.
changing.
That's how you guys should be looking at me if I ever have to work a 9 to 5 now. And I'm talking about 9 to 5. I'm not talking about my own business and I have a way to make money, income. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like traditional 9 to 5. Like a shitty ass job. Like that's what I mean. Cause there's other, I'm trying to do, like there's other businesses. I don't want to speak too much, but there's other things I'm gonna probably be looking into
Delivery.
to make money and stuff. But I don't really want to speak too much on that on here. And really, I don't really know. What's the point? I'm speaking. You know, he's gonna help me. I'm not gonna speak with him. Not even manifesting. Manifesting isn't exist. I don't believe it. Manifesting is I hate that word. There's no such thing as manifesting. You're either in alignment or you're not. When you're in alignment, you're gonna automatically get what you need to peace, sleep. There's no such thing as manifesting. If the only time I can say manifesting exists is if I go out there and I go commit a sin, or I go rob some people in the fucking songs and yeah, I'm manifesting. That's a manifesting. When you commit a crime or you steal something, that's manifesting. Anything else that's not manifesting. You're in line. You get something and it's on the basis of non-criminal or non-manipulation, then that's not manifesting. Manifested only if you're doing something illegally and actively. So if you sold your fucking booty hole and you got money, then you manifested. If you went and committed a crime and you ran up $1 million scamming and hustling, selling dope, then you manifested. If you look at where does the word manifestation come? It comes from the nigger conscious community. All the niggas there commit scams, they sold dope, or they sold their booty hole, and they did something unethical. So that's when they talk about manifesting, because that's what they manifested. But if you're in alignment with righteousness in the spirit, you're not doing it, but you're still getting what you need. So it's just called being in alignment. You see what I'm saying? So like that's really, there's no such thing as manifesting. Unless you're doing some type of criminal activity, doing something unethical, or you sold your booty hole to get some money. That's manifesting. Everything else is just, that's what I'm saying. You got to keep it real. You got to keep that shit real. Manifestation is just another word stupid ass niggas use to make themselves feel good that they got themselves a little change. Themselves a little fucking money. Or they got, I got this car. I mean, bitch, you didn't manifest. Like, this is one nigga saw talking about, like, I manifested this car. It's like, bitch, if you manifested this car, how the fuck am I able to tell how you got that car? Like, you think this nigga got a whole inheritance from his fucking dad. His dad had passed away, and I'm not talking disrespect on the individual's dad, whatever. There's no shade towards that individual, but you got an inheritance from your own dad, and you use that money to get a car. You're talking about you manifested a car, nigga. Shut the fuck up, dude. That's not what happened. Just say what you did. You got an inheritance, and you got the car. If you're in alignment and you're living a purpose, and you by default got the shit that you need to survive and prosper, then that's not even called manifestation. That's just yours in alignment. And at that point, there'll be no need to even talk about manifestation or even alignment. You just be living life and having an experience.
Wow.
So you guys gotta know what the fuck is going on here. What time is it? 1 o'clock.
Most people would avoid traveling in the rain, but not you, Sam. With all the rivers in this area, you'll want to watch your step. Stay safe.
Order complete. Well done.
Okay, this is... Yeah, he's like, right, your spirit got to be in alignment. Circumstances and situations will play out naturally. Sometimes you least expect it. Exactly. And then not to say everything will be perfect. There's gonna be some problems. There's gonna be some issues. Because you gotta look at it. Everything's based on astrology. So when you were born with a certain astrology from you. So if you have a moon in Taurus, when the sun gets into Aquarius or the moon may be in fucking Leo, you may have some tension, or maybe a certain aspect that squares your natal, your north node. You're gonna out of, because we have to. There's 365 days of the year. You're not alive only on the positive days, and when negative energies happen, you're asleep. You have to experience everything. So some days are gonna be good, some days are gonna be bad. But if you have that goal in mind and that focus, it's gonna, like, those bad days aren't gonna be as bad as they could be. And even if they are really bad, it still won't be as bad as if you're like on a crash out mode where you're lost completely. That's how motherfuckers kill themselves, or they go through crash out where they end up in jail, because those bad days were really bad versus those bad days, because we all have them. If you were in alignment, they wouldn't be so bad. They'll be bad, but it'll be like, I can get through. Even if they are really bad, it won't be crash out where you end up having to do something crazy and then having to face repercussions.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully.
You said you didn't want to go on this cruise. That's funny. For real, like, it's the same thing with me. Like, I went to the, remember I told you guys I went to the game because my dad, he has season pass tickets, so I go to a game with him every now and then. And the first time I went to the game, it was good, and then the last game I went, like, the energy just was off, and I was like, I'm not going to the game no more, because I went to the game on the moon was in Scorpio, and it was good. The energy was good, and I think a part of that too, I just got off my fast. Like, it was just good. The food was good, and the vibe was good. But the second time I went, it was like, I don't know. The game was good. Like, watching the game was entertaining, and it wasn't anything wrong with the game, but just the vibe. The people was kind of off. The food was fucking cold. I got some fucking popcorn. I had to throw that shit away because it was spoiled. And the bitch ass nigga had a fucking, like, a negative attitude, and it was just weird. Like it was weird. Like, the vibe was off. So that's what made me realize, like, okay, I just picked the wrong day to go. Like, that's why, like, when I do, like, fun things or just things in general, you gotta do you gotta be in alignment, because when you're not in alignment and you do certain things, some days will be good and some days will be negative. And it just shows you, like, when it's negative, that means most of the time it means that you just, like, I should have probably went to that game. That was a sign that I shouldn't have went to the game. Like, I could have been doing something better than go. So I'm probably not gonna go to, because the season, it lasts all the way to fall. So I'm probably not gonna go to the game for like a month. And then if I do go, it's gonna be when I'm, like, really feeling it. Because the first one I went, I was in a good mood and everything was good. But this time I went, it was weird, because when I ordered food, this is why I said in my last video, when you order food, make sure the person who you're ordering food has a good energy. If they don't, then just don't try not. If you can, and it's possible, don't get food from me, because I ordered food. I went to three different places. I got a pretzel, I got popcorn, and I had, like, the chicken wings, or not the chicken, but the chicken strip. I threw away the popcorn and the chicken strip. That shit wasn't even good. It was, like, fucking nasty, and it was kind of cool. The pretzel was the only good thing, but it's funny because when I ordered the pretzel, why is this not charging? What the fuck? Oh, it's not plugged in. When I ordered the pretzel, the guy had a good mood. When I ordered the... Come on, bitch, get the fuck in there, dude. When I ordered the pretzel, the guy had a good mood. When I ordered the popcorn and the chicken basket, their attitude was very negative. Like, they were in a rush. The dude almost forgot my drink, and I have to remind him. And when I reminded him, he didn't even like apologize. He was just like, "Oh, here you go." Like, no, and then those when I went there, the food was horrible. Like I had to literally threw out the popcorn. This shit tasted like it was sitting in there for like a couple days and it was burnt. Like they didn't even know how to cook the popcorn, and it smelled old. So I threw that shit in the garbage. And it was just all. And then when I realized it, like I went to a different place because there's so many venues there. So I picked the wrong place. 'Cause the last time I got the shit, it was at a different place. And it's like it was all like so. It pretty much it just told me like I shouldn't have went there, and it was pretty much probably the spirit telling me like I shouldn't have been eating that shit, and I shouldn't even have went to that game. Because the first time I went to the game, I was in a better mood because I just like got off a long fast and I was just chilling, vibing, and I felt good. And the thing is, I felt good emotionally, mentally. I felt good. I didn't try to force it, so everything played out good. But this time, I wasn't really feeling that good, and it was kind of annoying. People were annoying me, annoying the fuck out of me there, and it played out as such. And I was in an annoying energy. I was in an annoyed energy, and it played out. So this is why you want to always get your emotions in check, and before you go into anything. Like if your emotions aren't in check, you might as well not even get into certain activities. It's just gonna fuck up. Today when I went to the fucking Whole Foods, I made a live. I deleted the live, but I went there today, and the energy was just very negative. And it's weird because this was the first time I did a live stream in that Whole Foods. I did a live stream in the store, but and then I did it because I think I know why. Because usually when I go into a store, I avoid the work. I don't go around any work. If you're like a manager at work, I avoid them. But I was doing a live stream, so I was distracted talking to you guys, and I was just walking recklessly because when I'm like focused in the real world and I'm live, I'm very attentive to my space. I don't walk. If you have a certain negative energy, I don't even let you see. I don't walk in your field of view. I'm very secretive and very protective in my space when I'm in real life. But when I was doing a live with you guys, I was distracted talking and I was just walking recklessly in places I shouldn't and just doing things. Like I wasn't like really attentive, so that attracted the demonic negative energy, which I avoid all the time because I go there all the time. I never have an issue. I didn't have an issue now, but out of all the times I've been there, this was probably the most issue I've had. And I've been going there for almost a year. Probably a year, actually. Yeah, a year. So this is why I say, like, you need to be focused. Like, the only reason my focus was thrown off is because I was doing a live stream. So when I go into these stores, if I ever do a live stream in a store, I'm gonna be more careful and cautious while I'm doing the live. Or I don't want to say I'm not gonna do it. Like I like doing lives in stores, especially like if I'm gonna like explain the ingredients to you guys and shit. But I don't know why the fuck they were like looking at me. Like I'm sitting here talking this shit on my phone, doing a live, and like, they just looking at me like I'm about to steal something. Like bitch, I'm doing a fucking live stream, you stupid bitch. Why would I be like? It's weird. Cause like it's just weird. Like, I don't know. Yeah, me too. Like I went into Walgreens last week, almost a week ago. I went into Walgreens. I didn't even look at the bitch's face. It was some old, wrinkly, nasty, sad, miserable, depressed white bitch. She looked, she had like, I didn't look at her face. All the thing, because when I go into a store, I don't look at nobody. Anybody who works there, I don't look at their face. If I go into any type of establishment, I don't look at, unless I'm gonna talk to them and ask them a question or something, or engage, I don't look at their face. So I didn't look at her face, and I just kept on walking. So it can take because when you look at somebody's face, it connects their attention to you. I don't want you to see how I look because maybe something might happen where I don't want your energy. So I don't look at nobody's face unless I have to. And I looked at her legs and her back for like half of a second, and I instantly got that energy like she's a demon without looking at her face. And then I told myself like, damn, let me see how her face looks. So I waited to check, cause she was at the checkout. So when I went to checkout, that's when I looked at her face. So when I was checking out, I looked at her face, and she had one of the most, I don't say she had a most negative, but she had a nasty attitude. She had a very nasty attitude, and I knew, like, she's just very negative. I could just tell. And I just did my thing, and I left. And I was like, this is why I trust my intuition, because shit like this. That's like the bitch in Whole Foods today. The white, she had a very nasty attitude. Like, I can tell, like, somebody had a nasty, like, because, like, first of all, you can tell, because motherfucker, like, this bitch, she was, like, following me. Like, I wasn't gonna tell, I don't steal shit on my way. She was, like, following me. Like, I'm gonna steal something. Like, I'm doing a live stream, and, like, she's, like, looking at my shit. And I'm like, first of all, if I'm gonna steal something, you're not gonna know I took it. The only way you'll be able to know I took it is if you go in the back room and you look at the cameras and hope I took something underneath the camera. But you're not, because I'm just that good. Like, there have been times in the past where motherfuckers was looking at me from the moment I walked in the store, and I stole like 3-4 items that quick. And it's not like, oh, I go in the back corner and I'll take something. I never used to do it like that. The best, if you're gonna conceal an item, you do it in the middle of, you do it in open space. Because if you go to a corner, they're gonna be like, what is he doing in the corner? So when I'm in open space and there's people around me, the moment those 2-3 seconds they're not looking is when I take it real quick. But you got to do it in a certain way. So like, because they least expect you to do it. So like, I operate differently amongst other things. So I don't do it. So like, they think I'm stupid, but it's like, and I'm not saying like, oh, because at the end of the day, if you're out here doing something that's illegal and you're not supposed to be doing it, you can kind of say that person's stupid, because you can get caught, and it is risky. So I'm not gonna say, but bitch, you're retarded. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, you're retarded. Like, if I was gonna take something, you wouldn't know. So you looking at me, trying to say that. So that's why she was about that, because she walked up on me and she's like looking at my cart, like trying to look at my cart to see what I got. So when she walks around later and it's not in my cart, she can say, where did you put this item? Like, I'm not stupid, I'm more intelligent than you. So first of all, you're never gonna see, if I was gonna steal anything, which I didn't, you're never gonna see me put it in my cart. You're never gonna see me have it in my hand, or you're never gonna see it in my cart. Whatever you see in my cart is what you're always gonna see. Like, I remember there was one time I picked up something, and this was like way back. I picked up something, and the lady see me pick it up, and after she left, I put it in my fucking pants, and then I took another one of them. Like, it was, I forgot what it was. It was like it was something. Let's just say it was an object. I took something and I put it in my pants. She see me pick it up and look at it. What I did was, I took the object, put it in my pants, then I took the same object, went to the front checkout, and told the lady, I don't want this. And then she seen me give she was looking at me, and she seen me give the object to the lady and say, I don't want it. But if I would have just took the object and went, she would have been like, hey, what was the object in your hand? I just seen you look at that. Like, she would have said that, but I'm not stupid. So I took another object. So the object that I was holding, she thought that was the object. You see what I'm saying? So you got like little shit like that. Like, because I'm not dumb, because these people, I look, because at the end of the day, if you work at a retail store, you're retarded. Like, I'm more intelligent than you. So any type of trick or game you play, bitch, I'm more smarter than you. And I'm not saying that I can never get caught, but if you're gonna catch me, you're gonna have to go in the back room, look on the cameras, and hope you catch me stealing on the camera. That's the only way. But if you're not gonna do that, then you're not gonna be able to catch me. The only thing you're gonna be able to do is just accuse me and just call the police, and assume I'm stealing and then have the police search me. And like you're never gonna catch me in that because you're a retarded dumb bitch. I'm more smarter than you. But I don't even waste my time because I don't even need to do that no more. I used to be needed to do that when I was homeless. What the fuck? Come on, dude. Why are they fucking with my shit, dude? Come on, dude. They can't be fucking my shit, dude. They always what did they remove? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Oh my goodness. They removed one of my listings because they said I'm gonna relist that. They can kiss my ass. I'm relisting that thing. They're fucking retarded, dude. I'm gonna relist that. They can kiss my ass. I'm gonna relist that. No, I don't do no fake receipt. I don't do nothing illegal anymore. I don't do nothing. I think I knew somebody who did that, but I don't do anything illegal anymore. I don't need to. I don't even. And I'm not hating on anyone who does it. I'm gonna relist that fucking item again. I'm gonna wait a few days before I do it. Stupid motherfuckers. I don't know why is this internet going fucking slow. What's going on with this internet, bruh? Damn. Say random NPC. To be honest, it's every place. It's not just suburbans. Every place they care because they're programmed. Because you gotta look at it. These corporations. Hold on. This doesn't require. These people are retarded. This is not. These people are retarded. I might have to call them. Hold on, give me a minute, guys. Hold on, give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute, guys.
Fuck this.
Disengaging weapons restrictions. Take care.
I'm just appealing this. They be really doing dumb shit, man.
That's a big one.
Fucking dumb. I'm about to go anyway. Yeah. Yeah, but any place is there, really. Yeah, I was at like the area that I'm at. It's like kind of a nice area, but to be honest though, I was in California. Like, there's a lot of like theft that goes on there, so it's worse out there. Like, it isn't even not even if you're in a nice area, it can be kind of. Out here is a lot different. It's, if anything, it's more. If anything, I get less issues out here. Like this issue I had today, because they didn't even say nothing or they didn't do nothing really. It's not like they were like. It's just they were looking at me and had a negative energy. That's really what it was. It wasn't like they said anything or did anything. So it just. But out here, it's not as bad as California. Like in California, it's worse. Like you got to be more careful. You go into like most places. If you like act a certain way, or sometimes they'll just be onto you for no reason, or so you got to be more careful. Like out here is more like because they don't expect it because it's less theft because there's less homeless people. So if there's less homeless people in an area, because the amount of theft 90% of the time is correlated to the amount of homelessness and the economic situation. So like California's a lot of homelessness, is very expensive. So it's a lot more it's more of like a third world type of situation compared to out here. It's less third world out here. Not to say it's not a problem, but it's California's kind of low key third world in a way because it's a lot of disparity. Like there's a lot of rich people, but there's a lot of poor people and a lot of homeless. So there's a lot of theft out there. And the homeless people out there, like they don't really give a fuck. Out here, homeless people are like, I'm sure they don't give a fuck out here, but they're more chill out here. But versus California, like they're more like they don't give a fuck. They'll just go up in the store and just take some shit. They don't give a shit. Out here is like there's still that here, but it's not as much of it. So it's they don't really look at you as much, or they keep. There's a lot of stuff that's not locked up here. Like when I came here, there's a lot of a lot of items over here that they keep open that I was shocked. I'm like, they don't lock this up. But like you go to California, like most of the stores, they lock up a lot of shit cause it's a lot more theft out there because there's a lot more homeless. It's really a correlation between homeless. Like there's less homeless. Plus, if you look at it, the energy, the cost of living, the rent is a lot cheaper out here. So the economy's not as fucked as California. So it's actually a lot more better out here in terms of people don't really like. That's one thing I do like about the South. People mind their business. Like people mind their business out here. They just mind their business. Like I feel like I fit in, or I can go and handle my business, and people they just go about their business. In California, I feel like people are fucking nosy. They always gotta look at you. It just people always want to talk and shit, which is nothing bad about talk, but the motherfucker just nosy. But out here, people mind their business. That's one thing I do like about the South is people know how to mind their fucking business out here, especially black people. Like they know how to mind their business. So But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this live stream. I gotta go do some shit. I'll be back on a little later. But I'm out.
I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video. In today's video, it's going to be some more spiritual updates. First things first, I want to say I got more digital art coming soon. I just want to put this stuff in perspective for you because, you know, a lot of people will start to speculate and, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, just go off the rocker about what they actually really seeing and stuff like that. They just start thinking it's all this other stuff. So first things first, I want to say that the latest web series that I'm currently doing is You Have Now Been Stranded in the Desert. Now, the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm not doing it to make people sad or pity or feel sympathy for me or nothing like that, or even feel empathy. Now, if these people feel like that genuinely by themselves, then that's cool. That's a different story. But me telling you this stuff and showing you this stuff just for you to feel bad, absolutely not. You see what I'm saying? Because you see, yeah, I went through walking through the desert and stuff like that. But the thing is, guess what? I actually made it out of it. I actually made it out of that situation. And yes, you know, I'm going through some shit right now. You know, some people say they don't like it when I say, you know, the H word. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really know what else to call it. And what I mean by that is, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm currently homeless and shit like that. Probably already knew that, but it's different levels to homelessness. Actually, like a homeless person is somebody that don't have absolutely nothing. And that's not me necessarily, because I'm already an established YouTuber, i.e. influencer, i.e. Internet personality. I'm already established. I've been had success. I've been around the world. But, you know, real life happens. You know what I'm saying? People try to say, oh, it's drugs, it's this, it's that. Not necessarily. It's a combination of different things, especially the different things I had to endure and overcome in these last few years. You see what I'm saying? It's been really weighing on me psychologically, but I still been getting through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I'm self-employed right now. And don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind working like a part-time job or some shit like that as an actual job that we as people consider an actual job. You see what I'm saying? But that's another thing, being self-employed and shit like that. One, it's not easy. And two, it's like, it's not easy. It's hard work. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, I still got to get my priorities in order on certain things. But other than that, I would be considered more like this place, because a lot of people don't like to use the H word, because I actually have money. It's not as much as Elon Musk or nothing like that, but it's still my own money that I earn. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, you earned yours too, but I'm just saying, self-employment is just different or whatever, right? So I just wanted to say that. And also, with the web series, I'm Stranded in the Desert. Well, no, you're Stranded in the Desert. Basically, I'm just showing you what I had to go through. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I brought that up. That's the reason why I brought that up. It's because, you see what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I brought up that web series, is because I want to show you what I had to go through. You see what I'm saying? To get to that point, I want to show you what I had to go through. You see what I'm saying? And I just walked past some reptilians and shit. So if you hear some noise in the background, don't even mind. That's just niggas just talking shit. You know, niggas just talk shit all day. I'm just tired of that shit. Cause it's just irritating. Like, it's just like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, you a goofy. Like, I'm just saying. It's not getting me down. I'm just saying. Anyway. So I'm not depicting that
people to feel bad and nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just showing you what I had to go through so you can actually see it. Because me telling people that I walk in the desert, a lot of people like, damn, you for real? Yeah, but they can't really, like, they can kind of feel it, but they can't really visualize it or actually grasp it. So that's why I'm using AI to depict what I had to go through to get to this point. Because technically, if you think about it, if I would have died in the desert, you would have never been watching this video. You would have never met me in person. None of these different things. You see what I'm saying? So everything happened for a reason, at least in my book. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, but a lot of people, they don't like when I use the H word, you know, homeless, because actual homeless person has literally to nothing, has nothing, but I really don't know what else to call it. You call it displaced and all that, which is kind of technically what it is. But I mean, shit, I'm still trying. I'm still in the game. I haven't completely given up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually rebuilding right now. I'm just in the rebuilding phase. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, that's basically what it is, you know. And you gonna always have like just irritating motherfuckers, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's that word, it's your boy Bop. Came back to give y'all an update on Java City Little Monkey incident. Like I told y'all know I'll tell y'all a joke, but I'll never tell y'all a lie. Now it's coming out that he was backdoored by somebody from his hood. Lil Mikey came home and thought that it was still 2012. You feel me? He thought that everything was still the same way. You feel me? If y'all been following, that's why me and Lil Mikey fell out. When he came home, he was all on board, ready to take the chain, ready to take the bread to come down and sign with me for a year and just get his career going. And then I seen Lil Mikey, I never spoke about this at all. I seen Lil Mikey hanging out with some niggas in Chicago that I didn't like with, and it's very personal, like not no internet shit. And I said something to Lil Mikey about it, and you know him, he a hothead, he still have a young mindset because he ain't young no more, the nigga grown. But he been in jail his whole life, so he still have a young mindset. You know him, he got talking crazy, saying I'm not in Chicago, how I'm gonna tell him who to hang with. You know me, I don't give no fuck with nobody saying I'm gonna speak my mind. And we got into it, I told his ass he tweaking, his ass better wake his game up. Them niggas ain't the guys. How you hanging out with the niggas that backdoor the guys? Like, that don't make sense, brother. Like, yeah. He took it as I was trying to tell him what to do. So, with that being said, man, y'all just watch y'all crowd, man.
I'm about to delete my YouTube channel, bro. This is it, man. I'm sorry, bro. Chat, I'm about to delete my YouTube channel, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I can't do this shit no more, y'all.
At THT Chico donated $4.99.
Real talk, bro.
Super chat. Speed don't quit, Daddy Speed. We love you. Heartbreak.
Chat, I'm sorry, but I'm having a baby. I'm 21. I'm a grown man, chat.
12 donated $1.99.
I can't do this shit no more, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't do it no more, bro. But I love y'all, chat, I swear. I'm gonna be back next year, chat.
MC,
Turn me up, turn me up, turn me up. Turn me up, turn me up, turn me up.
I'm about to delete my YouTube channel, y'all.
Feel like a relay, jumping into that, feel like a relay, race. Niggas just putting up stake, niggas don't crack on the bay.
Oh my goodness, chat. 10 years, y'all.
At Trendy Freezer,
10 years on YouTube.
Donated 7 United Arab Emirates dirhams and 29 fils through Super Chat. Speed, you're so annoying. Thanks for quitting. At MTZ-Egg1CW donated £1.99 through Super Chat. Time to play some games. Speed, forget April Fools.
Chat, I love y'all, man. I think I'm gonna use this time to, chat, with my family, bro.
7MG donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Yes, please quit.
Really? Say wallahi, that's how you feel, bro. I'm coming here, bro, like as a man telling y'all this shit. Y'all telling me to please quit? Y'all telling me to please quit? Y'all really want me to quit that bad? Say wallahi, bro. This shit crazy.
At Jacob Claus R7T donated $2 through Super Chat. It's an April Fool's joke, no you ain't.
Bro, what the fuck is, bro, stop talking to me, bro. I never heard of that shit a day in my life, bro. What is you talking about, bro?
At Ultimate Football 1222 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Is there a specific reason why you're quitting?
It's because I have a baby, bro. I have a baby and I want to start, like, I just feel like I need to start.
BF Soto 9044 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Speed, stop trolling, say wallahi.
Bro, chat, I got a whole baby now, bro. I got a whole baby, chat. This shit not even funny no more.
1912 donated
like,
£1 through Super Chat.
Hey. Hey.
At Sick Gaming Real donated $2 through Super Chat. Speed, I'm gay for you, please don't do.
The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we gonna talk about why TB Fat Grandma House just got lit up while they was filming a music video. And man, it looked like reports is coming out that fat little sister got hit up. Let's jump straight into it.
That's it. They probably picked him up already. I don't see no more ambulance. Damn, that's crazy. God is crazy. Yo, they gonna cross they, I think somebody beat him.
Oh, yeah, them the detectives right there.
Eat it up.
I thought you said the detectives. We ain't gonna go down too far. Now leave that dog alone, boy. You can't go.
Man, bro, we don't get hit, man. That's what happened to my grandma's house, nigga. Nigga, I ain't gonna say too much though, but come on, man. Nigga came through. My little brother was shooting a video, and niggas haters in the hood playing, and my little, get well, little son. Fat good, man. Bro, we good, bro. My little brother good.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So where all the rumors come from? Because everybody just been sending me, yo, Remo, fat guy shot. So, like, where all the rumors come from?
Man, you know how the internet play, man. Internet gonna take it this way and that way, man.
All right, but what you can confirm is Fat is good, but y'all was shooting a music video out, and that is, I guess y'all grandma house that did get shot up.
Yeah, it got shot up though.
All right, and you said a fat sister got shot?
Nah, my little sister.
Oh, your little sister got shot, man. Sorry to hear that, man. So is everything good? Is everybody all right?
Everything good. Everything good. Everything. We straight. I'm talking about everything good.
All right, so fat straight. we can clear all the rumors up.
Bro, I'm getting my inbox. Come on, little brother. Go on, cuz. Come on, man, cuz. All this shit ain't happening. Niggas know I'ma crash out. Quick as come on, bro. Hey, bro, please stay out my hood. Don't even text me no more, fool. The fuck? We good, bro. We straight. Cuz, we good, cuz. Get well and sus. Stop hitting me up, bro. The internet, y'all know how the internet take it this way. Fat is good, man. Fat is good. This is my blood brother. Like, dude is good. My little brother is good. Dude, talking about Fat got shot. Fat didn't get shot. No, Fat didn't get shot. Please stop hitting me up. Please stop hitting me up. Stop hitting me up. Get some hood.
Him to get hit up. Before Fox got on, man, he had already had issues in West Memphis. He let it be known on songs. He lost his auntie. You know, he lost numerous of homies. Zay. You know, he lost a lot of homies to street things that's going on in West Memphis. What would make you think it was a good idea for you to show up to West Memphis and film a music video in your old hood like you don't know what's going on? That's what you call being too tough and too cocky. It don't matter if you got 15, 20 dudes around you. It don't matter if you got BPs or none of that. To me, you way past that in your
Wallahi,
life.
no,
Bro, you done made
wallahi,
millions of
no.
dollars rapping. In
Wallahi,
renegotiation, man, about to get another bag. And you
April
want to go
Fools,
to
green
West
apples.
Memphis to film a music video. See, I know what it is. When these rappers put that image out that they gangster, that they tough and all of that, they got to roll with it. So if that means showing up to your old hood where you know dudes don't like you at and it can cost you your life, you got to show that authenticity. I mean, you got to show that realness to your fans. And I feel like Fat, bro, you just got your peoples hit up. And there's reports going around that he got hit up, but you know, everybody came out and denied it. Dude still ain't went live. So until he go live, we really don't know the situation. You know, it kind of shocked me that he ain't been went live already, but we don't know. You know, reports in circulation that it was him, but his brother, you know, Pimp K came out and let it be known that, you know, it was their sister that got hit up, not him. But I'm gonna say again, until Fox go live, we really don't know. But the one thing we know for sure was he pulled up to his hood on some cocky, bold type stuff, and it didn't work out. And that man got his little sister hit up for a situation that he had already known better than. Y'all rap dudes gonna learn the hard way that keep trying to chase an image. Keep trying to put it out there that you the toughest dude and you run your city. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dudes is losing y'all life and y'all dudes is getting hit up every day because y'all call yourself trying to keep it real. Y'all dudes is running back to the same spots that dudes don't even want to be at. An average person in the trenches right now only there because they have no choice, not because they want to. You get any of these dudes YTB Fat lifestyle, I can guarantee you they won't be in no West Memphis. Y'all dudes get millions of dollars and want to keep coming back just because y'all want to prove and show the world that y'all so tough and y'all so gangster. Everybody keeps saying, man, Fox got hit up, Fox got hit up, Fox got hit up. Man, that man little sister then got hit up. Skip what you talking about YTB Fat. That's an innocent person. Why would you do that, bro? Because you think you got some hitters around you and some BPs and all of that? Like, you really thought that was a good idea? At the end of the day, man, I love Fat as an artist, man. I bump pretty much every song he done got. He a talented artist. I feel like dude really got a chance to create generational wealth. But if that man can't look past West Memphis and he can't look past or want to go back to his hometown to film a music video, man, then to me, man, all of this was for nothing. Cause I just felt like, man, that just was dumb, man, for you to make it that far in life, man, and want to keep going back to the same place that then cost you loved ones, homies, and all of that. What make y'all rap dudes think that dudes won't put hands, paws, and drakes on y'all cause y'all celebrities and stars? Like that's just dumb to me. But it's your boy D's Media signing out. Peace, positivity, network growth. Let's save these kids. It ain't never too late. We tore down these communities. Let's build them back up. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for tapping in with me.
The deep man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?